What if I told you that in 2026, some of the highest paying careers in the world are also the most boring ones? No flashy titles, no viral TikToks, no follow your passion energy. Just quite repetitive work that pays more than most people dreams job. And here is the crazy part, most people ignore these opportunities not because they are hard but because they sound boring. Meanwhile, a small group of very small group of people is sitting at home working remotely, earning $80,000 to $120,000, even $200,000 a year, doing work nobody brags about. So in this video I'm going to show you seven boring but highly paying remote jobs in 2026 that are quietly making people rich. And stick around because number 5 might be the most underrated money making skill on the internet right now. Let's get into it. Okay, number 1, we have all been sold this idea growing up. So do what you love, follow your passion, find your dream job. Sounds good, but in reality passion driven jobs are often overcrowded, underpaid, highly competitive, emotionally exhausting, and so on. Now compare that to boring jobs. Boring jobs are usually ignored by most people, less competitive, process driven, critical for businesses. And here is the key insight. Now listen very carefully. Companies don't pay based on excitement, they pay based on values. If your work saves money, reduces risk, or increases revenues, you get paid well. Even it's boring, especially if it's boring. So let's break down the seven roles that fit perfectly into that category. Job number 1, technical documentation specialist. Let's start with something almost nobody talks about. technical Technical documentation. This is one of those jobs that sounds so dull, most people skip it instantly. But the people doing it, they are quietly making six figures, mind it. What is it? A technical documentation specialist creates manual guides and instructions that explains how systems, tools or software work. Think about any app you have ever used. Somewhere someone had to write the help guides, the onboarding steps, the internal company documentation. That's this job. What you actually do day to day: write step by step guides, simplify complex technical concepts, work with developers and engineers, update documentation when system change, organize knowledge bases. Now here is why this is powerful. Engineers and developers hate writing documentations, not because they can't but because it slows them down. So companies hire specialists who only job is to communicate clearly. Why it pays well? It bridges the gap between tech and communication. It saves companies time and confusion. It reduces support costs. It improves user experience. Real world example: imagine a SaaS company launches a product. If users don't understand how to use it, they quit. But if your documentation is clear, customers say that directly impacts revenue. Salary range in 2026: $80,000 to $140,000. Skills you need: clear writing, basic understanding of tech, tools like Markdown, Notion, Confluence, attention to details. How to get started? Take a basic technical writing course. Practice by rewriting complex articles into simple guides and build a portfolio with sample docs. This job proves something important. You don't need to code to make money in tech. Job number 2, data quality analyst. Next, we have a job that is pure repetition: data quality analyst. No creativity, no spotlight, just accuracy. But companies love accuracy. What is it? A data quality analyst ensures that data inside a company is clean, correct, and usable. Why does this matter? Because companies run on data. Marketing decisions, financial forecasts, Customer insights. If the data is wrong, everything breaks. What you actually do? Check database for errors, remove duplicates, fix inconsistencies, standardize formats, work with teams to maintain data quality. Why it's boring? You are essentially reviewing spreadsheets and databases for hours. Same patterns, same checks over and over again. Why it pays well? Bad data can cost millions. Accuracy is rare. Most people lack patience for this work. Real world scenario. A company launches an ad campaign based on incorrect customer data. They waste $500,000. Your job prevents that. That's why you are valuable. Its salary may be around $75,000 to $120,000. Skills required: Excel, SQL, attention to detail, basic analytics tools, beginner strategy. Learn Excel deeply, not just basics. Practice with public data sets. Build small projects, data cleaning before or after. This is one of the easiest way to enter the data field remotely. Job number 3, compliance analyst. Now let's talk about something that sounds extremely boring but prints money. Compliance analyst. What is it? Your job is to make sure a company follows laws, regulations, and internal rules. That's it. No creativity, no innovation, just making sure nothing goes wrong. What you actually do? Review company processes, monitor regulatory in requirements, prepare audit reports, identify risks, ensure policies are followed. Why this job exists? Because one mistake can destroy a company, especially in industries like finance, healthcare, tech. Now, one example: if a fintech company violates regulations, they can be fined millions or shut down completely. Now, so they hire people to prevent that. Why it pays well? Because you reduce legal risk, you protect a company reputation, you prevent financial loss. Salary $90,000 to $160,000. Why it's boring? Reading policies, checking rules, writing reports, repeating audits, and so on. But here is the truth: boring plus high responsibility equal to high pay. Simple. How to get started? Learn basics of compliance like finance, data privacy, etc. Take certifications, optional but helpful. Start with junior analyst role. This is one of the most stable careers you can choose. Job number 4, SEO content optimizer. Now, this one sounds creative, but it's actually very systematic. SEO content optimization. What is it? Instead of writing content from scratch, you improve existing content so it ranks higher on search engines. What you actually do: update keywords, improve headings, fix structure, add internal links, analyze performance. Why it's boring now? You follow checklists, you repeat the same process, you rarely create from scratch. But here is why it pays well. Why it pays well? Listen carefully. Higher ranking equal to more traffic equal to more revenue equal to higher demand for your skills. Now, one example: you optimize a blog post. It moves from page 3 to page 1. Traffic increases 5 times. Company revenue increases. You just made them money. Now it's salary. Salary may be around $70,000 to $130,000. Skills needed: keywords research, on page SEO, basic analytics, content structuring. Beginner path: learn SEO fundamentals, practice on your own blog, offer free audits initially. This is one of the easiest remote skill to start with. Job number 5, cloud cost optimization specialist. Now, this is the hidden gold mine. Cost optimization specialist. Most people don't even know these exist, but companies are desperate for it. What is it? Companies use cloud platforms like AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud, and they overspend a lot. Your job is to reduce that waste. What you actually do, listen very carefully: analyze cloud usage, identity used resources, optimize storage, and compute recommended cost saving strategies. Why it's boring? Reviewing dashboards, analyzing usage reports, repeating optimization steps, and so on. Why it pays extremely well? Because saving money is just as valuable as making money. Now, one example of it: a company spends $2 million per year on cloud. You reduce costs by 25%. You just save them $500,000, mind it. That's why you get paid big. Now, it's a salary. Salary may be around $110,000 to $200,000. Skills required for it: cloud basics, AWS, Azure, cost analysis, resource optimization. Now, how to start it? Learn cloud fundamentals, gets entry level certification, practice on small projects. This is one of the fastest growing remote career right now. Job number 6: QA tester. Next, QA testing. This is one of the most repetitive jobs in tech, but also one of the most necessary. What is it? You test software before it released. What you actually do: run test cases, click through apps, identify bugs, report issues, repeat testing cycles. Why it's boring? Same actions are repeated, following scripts, minimal creativity. Why it pays well? Because bugs damage user experience, bad product hurt companies, testing prevents disasters. Now, one example of it: a bug in a payment system causes failures. Company loses trust. You prevent that. Now, its salary. Salary may be around $70,000 to $110,000. Skills required for it: attention to detail, basic testing tools, understanding of software workflows. Now, big nut tip for you: start with the manual testing before moving to automation. Job number 7: payroll specialist. Finally, the king of boring jobs: payroll specialist. What is it? What is it? You manage employee salaries and payments. What you actually do: process payroll, calculate taxes, ensure timely payments, maintain records. Why it's boring now? Because repetitive task, strict processes, little variation. Why it pays well? Because payroll cannot fail ever. Payroll cannot fail ever. Now, one example of it: if employees don't get paid, chaos begins. So companies prioritize this role. Now, salary may be around $65,000 to $100,000. Skills needed: accounting basics, payroll systems, accuracy. Now, entry path: learn accounting fundamentals. This is very, very important. Practice payroll software. Now, why these jobs are future? Here is the big picture. The future of work is not about excitement, it's about efficiency. Efficiency, systems, remote scalability, problem solving. And these jobs check every box. Now, if you now they are remote friendly, high demand, low competition, high income potential. Now, if you like my videos, please hit the like button and subscribe the channel. I will see you on the next video. Thank you very much.